cracking, everybody? On today's video, we're taking a look at the latest release of Deepin. Deepin is a Ubuntu Debian-based system that uses its own Deepin desktop environment. So this is their latest release, and we're going to take a look at it. But before we do, let's go ahead and open up a web browser, and let's take a look at Deepin. Yeah, Deepin 25.0.10 is their latest release, and that's what we're on right now, and that's what we're taking a look at. So on their desktop here, you can see this is a traditional desktop environment with the pan on the bottom, a few desktop icons, and it's considered the standard layout by today's measures. But it's not standard in any way. When it comes to Linux, this is not standard at all. But for a more wider range of views, it is considered the traditional desktop layout. But yeah, we have the pan on the bottom, and this one has a little mix of things. So we do have a system tray on the right, where you're going to find your calendar, your clock, your volume, your internet connection, and some core controls. And then in the middle right here, we have some pinned applications. So we do have a control center, calculator, text editor, music, calendar, terminal, mail, browser, app store, file manager, multitasking view, and launchpad, which is your applications menu. Then on the left, we have a couple buttons. We have a grand search, and then we have a UOS AI bar. So let's take a look at our applications menu, and you can see right here, we do have everything in icon view. And these items right here that are, it looks like this is going to be a list view, but it's actually the applications themselves. So I do believe you can change the layout of this by clicking on this right here. You can sort by category, you can sort by name, and then free sorting. And free sorting is usually the last item you use is what's going to appear right here. And this also has a search. You have your control center, desktop, documents, pictures, and computer as your favorites. And then you can make this bigger to be more like a Ubuntu menu. So clicking on this is going to open it up like in a launchpad mode. And you can see right here the dots represent the pages. And to go back down the regular menu, just click that right there. And as I said before, we do have some desktop icons right here. We have a Deepin home, call for internationalization of translation, Deepin home. Wow, that's a lot right there. We do have a trash can icon and a computer icon. And then as far as a right-click menu, we do have a right-click menu, and you can create folders, create documents, select all, do quite a few things. You can set your wallpaper, display settings, things like that. And on the panel itself, you also have a right-click. So you have a mode, position, status, lock the dock, and dock settings. So let's take a look at some of these pinned applications. The first one will be the control center. Control center, of course, is going to be your system settings. And basically to control everything, at least the main core of your system is going to be found right here. And we have them listed by items here. So we have system, network, personalization, device, power, account, Deepin ID, and system update. So basically everything you need to do with the core of your system, you can control it from here. And next to that, we have the calculator. Calculator is pretty self-explanatory. It's a calculator. And next to that, we have, of course, text editor. And self-explanatory as usual, it is a text editor. Music is going to be a self-explanatory also. It's just a music player. It's pretty simple and straightforward. All the apps here on Deepin are pretty straightforward. And then we have a calendar. Calendar, of course, is a calendar. You can set up events here. So, you know, with the calendar, you do have a lot more functions to where you can set events, set events, things like that. So let's say on the 28th, I could double click on it and pick a time, and I could set an event to that time. Then we do have terminal. Terminal is terminal. It does what a terminal does. If we look at the about, it's just called terminal and 6.5.21. Then we have mail. Mail should be a mail client that you would have to add information into. So you would have to add your email address and password and things like that in order to get it started. Then we have the browser. I'm not sure what browser. I think this is just a Deepin browser, but I could be wrong. Let's see. It is not your default browser. What is the default browser? Let's go about browser, and it's just called browser, version 6.6.5.6. Let's see right here. It is based off of a Chromium, but as far as the name of it, it's just browser. Almost everything on Deepin is just simplified. Have App Store. App Store, of course, needs to fill its repositories and load all the repos and cache before it opens up the items. And this usually takes a looks like it's taking a little while to load, so let's open up something else while that's doing it. Let's take a look at the file manager, and let's take a look at the about. It is version 6.5.106, and it's simply named file manager. So we do have recents, home, desktop, videos, desktop, pictures, documents, downloads, and a trash can. Of course, if you want to see the hidden applications, Control H on your keyboard, and to hide them again, Control H. Okay, looks like we have some issues right here with the software manager. So we'll come back to this. First, let's open up a terminal and let's try a sudo apt update. Okay, one package can be upgraded. So let's try an upgrade, see if that fixes anything. And it is upgrading the App Store. So the items that it did upgrade are the Deepin Home App Store daemon, Deepin Desktop theme, and desktop file utilities. So that's done. Hopefully we won't have to reboot the system, but let's see right now. Okay, so loading failed, refresh. If this doesn't work, I'm going to do a quick reboot. And if that doesn't work, we're just going to call it as failed. Okay, that doesn't work. So let's go ahead and reboot. Okay, we just did a reboot to see if that fixes up the App Store. Let's open it back up and see if this changes anything. So let's open up a terminal and let's do a sudo apt install. And let's go with the fast fetch and htop. Okay, those applications have finished, and you can see right here we still have a failure. So we're gonna call the App Store as being broken. We'll go ahead and shut that down, and let's go ahead and clear this screen. And we did do fast fetch, and you can see right here. Let me make this bigger. This is Deepin 25. We're on a virtual machine. The kernel is using is 6.12. It comes with 1,927 packages. You can see right here, the desktop environment is Deepin. The window manager is Kwin. Everything else is pretty much relevant depending on your system. All right, as far as memory, we are using 987 megabytes, and load averages are all small. All right, so other than the App Store, everything seems to be working well on here as far as systems go. Yeah, not finding any other issues. So if you need to install applications, you're going to have to use the terminal itself. So if you want a more graphical type of installer, you can always use Synaptic. Before I install something, let me just check. Did I install GIMP or not? Okay, under G, I don't see it. So let's do a search. So there's a search icon, and I'm just going to type GIMP. All right, here's GIMP down here. I'm going to check it, mark for installation, mark, and then click on apply, then apply. And this should install it for you. That's just, you know, if you don't want to use the terminal to install software, you do have options like this. It's Synaptic. On basically all Ubuntu Debian-based systems, you can use Synaptic. Okay, and it looks like that installed correctly, so we can go ahead and close this. And we could go back here, and we could check for GIMP. I could just search for it, but it's right here. And it is using the latest version, so not bad at all. Another option you could use, you could also install Discover and set it up to use the flat hub and flat packs, and that should work also. So there you go. We now have GIMP, and on the about, it's 3.0.4. Okay, now let's check out these right here. So we do have a grand search right here on the far left. So we'll click on grand search, and it's basically a simple search that comes up when you click on it. And let's say, for example, I want to find, I just installed GIMP, so I'll type on GIMP, and it's going through the search. And there it is right there, GNU Image Manipulation Program. And you could also go on the web, or you can go to AI. And next to that, of course, you have the UOS AI bar. So let's see. Welcome to the UOS AI. UOS AI, your smart assistant, is designed to improve your productivity and enjoy a high-quality work experience. And you have to confirm that you are over 18. And it's telling you to get a free trial or add model. I'm not going to go through all this with setting up models or anything like that. There's other ways of going online and getting free AI and all that online, but I don't want this. It really wants you to log in and do everything to get that AI, even when you're trying to quit it. But yeah, I'm not going to log in and do none of that. Feel free to do so if you want to. Leave me some comments. Let me know how it works if you guys use it. For me personally, if I want to do anything involving AI, which I rarely do, I usually go to Smiling Faces. Or is it Hugging Faces? I think it's Hugging Faces. Yeah, Hugging Face. Yeah, this right here. This is usually everything you need for AI. So if you want to do anything AI, you could do it going to huggingface.co. You go to Explore AI Apps, and right here basically it gives you tons of lists of everything you could do. You can see there's more than 100 pages here of AI models that you can use. You know, you could do image generation, video generation, text generation, language generation, speech synthesis, 3D modeling, object detection, text analysis, image. I mean, the list is going to go on for forever. Basically, anything you want to do with an AI model, you can do it on here. For example, I want to upscale an image. I'll just start typing here, upscale image, and you see these all update to different AI models right here. So you got image upscaling, tile upscaling, photo upscaler, you know, you get everything you need right here. So basically just huggingface.co. Take care of all your AI needs. If you need more advanced AI, then, you know, you're probably going to have to pay, but, you know, it's all up to you. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you liked the video you just saw, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, by all means, give it a thumbs down. It's all fair game here on LinuxHub Prime. And I'm out.